Hey Virgo, welcome to your reading for the week of October 10th. This week, make sure to check out astrojar.com. We've added a bunch of new readers and also fixed a lot of the sections, like the sign section is partially fixed. So now you can go to your sign and find all the readers' latest uploads for just your sign. But having said that, let's see what's going on for you. You show up first, which is nice, as always. And, yeah, you get some other good stuff going on here. Definitely maybe watch out with friends this week. Watch how you talk to friends and things like that. But other than that, it looks like a pretty decent week for you. Again, you start off as yourself, Queen of Diamonds, Virgo. And it's always good when you show up as yourself, puts you in a position of power and a position of strength. It allows you to get what you want from the week. This is also a great card for finances and planning your finances. It doesn't matter if you're retired or working. It's just a great card for doing anything financial and also, like I said, planning anything financial. Even great for dealing with like financial advisors or people who could help you with your finances. It is also a card of avoiding gossip and avoiding talking behind people's backs and things like that. And you do have this element of maybe an issue with a friend or something. So, definitely stay out of workplace gossip and things like that. Probably a good idea to avoid talking about anything actually controversial and anything like political and anything like that could cause some issues this week, especially with this card. This is a card of being diplomatic. It can be a card of you being stuck in the middle between two people as well. So, just try to be diplomatic. And I mean, the best thing to do with this card is even not to be diplomatic. It's just to stay out of it altogether and just telling people, I'm not getting involved in this, especially if it's between two people. But if it's you and somebody else, being diplomatic and trying to see the other person's side is usually the best way to handle it. Two of Spades isn't necessarily a bad card either because it does represent moving past some sort of obstacle. So again, if there are difficulties, this can represent moving past them and kind of getting over the issue. So, like I said, not such a bad card. Next, you have the Four of Hearts. Great card for commitments and deeper commitments in love. So a lot of you could be getting married or could receive a marriage proposal or something like that under this card. It's a great card for love and commitment in general. If you're already in love or you're not interested in love, it can just represent making a commitment to something. So that could be like a new job, new position, or something along those lines. It could even be a commitment to something like a new diet or a new exercise program or something like that as well. So it's like I said, it's a great card for making those types of changes in your life. Next, you have the Ace of Hearts, another really great card for love. If you're looking for love, it's a great card for new love coming into your life. It's also a great card that represents the home and friends and mostly family and very close people to you. It can also represent marriage, so it's your second marriage card. I would say that you would already kind of have an idea that marriage is on the table. It wouldn't be a surprise, you would definitely know about it. So just be aware of that. And if you're not interested in love, this is, again, just a great card for friends and family. It's even a great card for receiving messages as well. You have 3 people just showing up here in the reading. Whenever you have multiple court cards showing up in your reading, it's usually a good sign that you could be receiving a lot of messages. There could be a lot of communications going on around you, and you could be communicating a lot with just a lot of different people, even more than 3. Again, just because there's 3 here doesn't mean that this is only between 3 people. Usually when there's 3, court cards, that could mean many people that you could be communicating with and receiving messages from. So pay attention to those messages. Next, you have the King of Clubs. Could be a friend who's very open and honest with you. Again, this could be where maybe there's a little bit of conflict. King of Clubs it's a good card, but sometimes it can be somebody that comes in that's like really honest with us, that tells us something that maybe we don't want to hear or maybe we don't want to see or whatever. So just be aware of that. I will say that with the King of Clubs, usually you have to go to this person. And again, it could be male or female. Don't get caught up in the fact that it's a king. But again, you could be going to somebody and you could say, I need your opinion on this. And they could come back to you, and it could be like, it could be more than you want. I feel like I've delivered this message to you like recently in the past. So again, the energy could just be carrying through. But just be careful. Again, if you don't really want somebody's opinion, their honest opinion on something, then don't ask, because again, they're probably going to give you their opinion and you might not like it. At the same time, I'm getting a message that you shouldn't listen to them anyway. So it's like, you should really just trust yourself on this as well. And clubs cards are cards of just kind of relying on yourself anyway. So it's kind of like I said, it's kind of one of those things. And finally, you have the King of Spades. Comes up a lot for Virgo. I think Virgos are just in general reaching new levels of mastery in their lives. And this is a card of mastery and truly having matured through a lot of difficulties and really gaining a new perspective because of a lot of difficulties that you've gone through and being better, being able to use those difficulties to your advantage. So there's a lot that goes into this card. Also great for those of you involved in anything legal. It represents justice and more justice coming in for you. So really great card there as well. But it looks like an interesting week. Definitely watch it with friends. But other than that, you have a lot of good stuff about commitments and, new energies coming in. So I like to see that for you as well. But looks like a great week. So enjoy it.